What's good? It's Jordan. Today I'll be talking to you about be vigilant in trying times. See, in this life, we have to understand that many events may take place where we may not understand these events that take place, but we still have to trust in the Most High and know that the Most High is there for us, guiding us, strengthening us, and protecting us. In these times, it's going to be trying times where you're not going to understand the many changes that are happening in the world by the powers that be. But what we do have the ability to do is to focus on the Most High, to stand firm and steadfast in the Most High, and know that even when very difficult occurrences happen, that the Most High is providing us abilities to be guided towards Him in comfort. See, in the world, it may seem like everything is in chaos, everything is not looking too well, but we still have the ability to live in peace. Just because there's chaos and confusion doesn't mean that this life is over for us. See, we may not be able to control the dynamic of what goes on in the world due to not having resources, power, and influence, but we can control the direction of our life. We can control what we decide to make our life. We can control the outcomes in our life in terms of how we take care of ourselves spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. See, it's for us to take care of ourselves and understand that the world is going to be the world, and whatever happens in the world, that is due to the fact of the matter of the world being a fallen world. We cannot dwell on what goes on in the world and try to base our decisions on what goes on in the world, but we can base our decisions on what we do on a day-to-day basis. The world is still going to be how the world is due to the fact of the matter of greed, envy, jealousy, all these negative traits that have roamed in this world through many various humans in this world. All we can do is try to be the best version of ourselves, being approved by the Most High and knowing that the Most High is with us through various trying times. You know, you may have many various people that are complaining about how the world is and we need to make a change and we need to protest, we need to do all these things that actually come up to actually really doing nothing. Many times, even in history, you saw various protests and various disputes over what goes on in the world. And many times it did not work out in our favor. What we must do is turn to the Most High. The Most High can just deal with these situations. The Most High knows these situations. But see, our problem is we try to take it into our own hands. And when we take it into our own hands, we do not do the things that the Most High wants us to do. We actually create more chaos and confusion than if we had just left it in the Most High's hands. You know, at the end of the day, we cannot control everything. We could just control ourselves. But what we must understand is we have to break the programming that we've been placed under. Many times we've been programmed to follow other people who do not have our best interests at heart. Many times we've been programmed to do things in this world that isn't even approving of the Most High. Many times we've been under these various systems and various programmings that stop us from functioning closer to the Most High. For example, you may be an individual in this life that may understand your culture, may understand your identity, you may understand your lineage that you've came from. Now you see another person that has a different lineage, a different ethnic background, and you decide to treat that individual differently based upon them not understanding your culture, based upon them not understanding who you are. And you carry this burden in your life and you start to develop a hatred for another racial group due to the fact of the matter of your culture telling you that's what you're supposed to do. And this happens with every culture. Everyone does these things, whether it be in the past, the present, or even in the future. So this is a programming that stops us from moving forward and actually causes division. The Most High understands that we are a human race. The Most High doesn't look at us from different racial backgrounds, but we look at each other from different racial backgrounds. And with us looking at each other from different racial backgrounds, we tend to make decisions based upon those racial backgrounds. So in this day and age, the fact of the matter that we're still looking at each other through that lens, we have to stop that, because that only propels us backwards. It does not move us forward. And at the end of the day, we're all humans. And no matter the racial background that we may come from, we all have many various similarities that we can learn from each other's culture and background. And we have to take the initiative to know that in this day and age, the enemy wants you to be divided. The enemy wants you to be lost and confused. The enemy wants you to be living in the world and not really understand yourself and understand the mission that the Most High has. If the enemy could divert you from following the Most High and knowing the Most High and actually building a relationship with the Most High, then the enemy has completed his mission. But if we're able to break the programming and actually look at our lives and look at other people in this world, we are all similar, even if we come from different cultural backgrounds and different races and different classes. Classism is another thing, treating people based upon the resources they have, based on the home that they may have, the cars they may have, the properties, the businesses they may have. You don't even know these individuals, but you treat them like God due to the fact of the matter of what they have. What you have to understand is they could have these things today and then next year they can lose it all, But see, when we're continuously walking with that mind state, we start to grow with that mind state. So when we get older, we do not even divert from that mind state. We just live with that mind state throughout our lives. And then we pass those ideologies on to other generations. And that's why we still have these things today, because it's passed on to other generations without us focusing on these generations. So just understand that we have to be vigilant, and we have to understand the impact that we make, because we can make a positive impact and we can make a negative impact without us even paying attention to it. And with these impacts, you have other generations coming into play that are ruined from these influences. And that's how we have generational curses, because we cannot break those things and put a halt to those programming. So it's only for us to do these things and for us to break these programmings. No one else can do it for us. And if you want to decide to live in these programmings because you feel that you're entitled to whatever you're entitled to based upon your race, your class, your religious belief, then you have it all wrong, because the Most High controls the dynamic of everything. The Messiah, Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life, controls everything. So we have to understand that we don't control anything or own anything, because when we die, we do not die with these things that we feel that we have control over. So know that in these trying times, that the Most High knows these trying times, and the Most High knows that we may struggle through these trying times, and we still have to make the conscious effort to do the right thing in these trying times. So I'll leave you with this scripture today, and I hope this scripture helps you in your personal life today. Luke 12:35-40. Stay dressed for action and keep your lamp burning, and be like men who are waiting for their master to come home from their wedding feast, so that they may open the door to him at once when he comes and knocks. Blessed are those servants whom the master finds awake when he comes. Truly I say to you, he will dress himself for service and have them recline at table, and he will come and serve them. If he comes in the second watch or in the third and finds them awake, blessed are those servants. But know this, if the master of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not have left his house to be broken into. You also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an expected hour that you may not know. See if we're able to understand the direction in our life that the Most High has for us. Every single decision that we decide to make will have to be accounted for, whether we make a positive decision, whether we make a negative decision. So we have to think before we make decisions, because really and truly, everything that we do will be judged, and we are not exempt from judgment. We may think that we're doing the right things in our own personal lives, but we may be hurting others. We may think in this life that we have it all figured out, but in reality, we're far from the Most High. Sometimes in this life, it's best that you look at your life and figure out how you can be closer to the Most High, instead of trying to be something that you're not, trying to be something that is inflicting pain on others, trying to be in this field thinking that you understand everything and thinking that you understand the way to live, because in the end, you could be living a life that is not fruitful, and at the end, the Most High will have to judge you for that. So today, I want to thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and always be aware of what you do in this life, because it either can help you or it can hurt you. Peace.